Food, dirt, and compost. Oh my, the sustainable community in Ishpeming is taking leaps and bounds by utilizing Partridge Creek Compost to turn their trash into edible treasure. My UP's Faith Argel stopped by the facility to get down deep in the muck of composting and working together as a community.
Like, we're selling a service, but we're also selling something that's helping our community, helping our environment, creating tangible change locally.
Partridge Creek Compost has taken the phrase digging for gold quite seriously over at their new, upgraded operation. Composting is when you take your food and paper waste, cook it to 130 degrees in a huge pile with other natural materials like wood and other plants to create some of the richest plant food a gardener can find.
Most people don't realize how long food waste and soiled paper last in a landfill. The primary reason is because they're buried, they're without oxygen, and they don't break down. They really go nowhere. So if I go to our landfill and take a core sample down 25 years, I'm going to find a fossilized head of lettuce and the remnants of a paper towel. But if I do this instead, I can go next year over to my neighbor Tony's garden and get a cucumber. Which would you choose?
The Marquette County landfill has less than 50 years left on its timeline before it needs to be shut down and possibly moved elsewhere for the safety of our residents. But Partridge Creek Compost plans to add many, many years to that timeline with their door-to-door compost pickup program.
Partridge Creek Compost serves all the way to the other side of Harvey. So Chocolate Township and Sands Township are part of our service area, as well as Ishpeming, Negaunee, Marquette Central and South. We have a huge service area now, and this whole notion came on board really starting with NMU, who is still our largest customer. We now have additional schools, lots of restaurants, coffee houses, and other businesses, and we have, I think we're up to about 440 residents.
This Juneteenth, a crew of Embers Credit Union employees pulled on their gloves, hiked up their boots, and got to playing in the dirt, all to help feed our local population struggling with food insecurity.
So today we're doing a volunteer day with Embers Credit Union. So basically we're getting volunteers to come help us sticker our residential buckets that go out to folks so that they can know what's compostable, what's not. And we're also bagging our finished vermicompost, which will then be for sale and go to local stores like Lakeshore Depot and Ace Hardware in Harvey.
Not only are local businesses signing up to sort and sift, there are also over 20 different restaurants and local businesses who take part in the program. It may even be the reason your local high school's lawn looks a little greener this year.
You know, we're a really small staff, so having people talk about this in the community and mention it to their neighbors, to their friends, like it, you know, we couldn't be doing what we're doing without community involvement. Yep. So we want to give back in that way of anytime someone signs up and they say that it was mentioned by a friend or family member, we're always going to do the cost of your service for a month for free.
If you'd like to sign up to take part in creating a greener, healthier Upper Peninsula, you can visit partridgecreekcompost.org. If you'd like to support in other ways, you can also check the website from their listing of participating businesses from across Marquette County. Deep in the dirt in Ishpeming, I'm Faith Argel, My UP News.